Welcome to this week's episode of Pet Talk. I'd like to thank everyone again who wrote in, like Leanne, who wrote in about her feeding rituals for her dog, or Kristen, who sent in a question about her counter surfing Great Dane. Maybe you need taller counters. But this week's episode is for Jennifer and Margie and everybody else who sent me in a question about barking. That's right. This episode is what all the bark is about. So, how about we get right into how to solve problem barking? I think before we get into the demonstration on how to stop barking, we need to talk about what tools are in our toolbox for problem barking. Now, the first tool to remember is going to be you. You have to be there to stop problem barking. So if you're talking about a dog that barks while you're not at home, that's a completely different scenario, and you would have to get different tools in order to help solve that. But if you are at home, one of the best tools that we've found to help solve problem barking is this pet corrector. I should almost do a commercial for pet corrector. Pet corrector, bark no more. Anyway, you can get pet corrector at any of your local pet shops, and it's a little bit of a misnomer, unfortunately, because this does not actually correct the dog. This is a behavior interrupter. So all it does is it stops the dog's barking for a second, but you have to be there to give the dog the guidance after you do it. It literally is just compressed air. It makes a loud noise. Right? Enough to just startle the dog and stop the dog, and then at that point you would then say, hey, stop it, or get down off the couch, or stop barking, or you have to give the feedback to the dog. If you don't do that, what you're going to find is that your dog just hears that noise, it stops for a second, and then it just continues on barking. Then you're just some sort of a maniac running around your house spraying pet corrector all over the place. It should never be sprayed at the dog. It's just the noise that helps stop the behavior. That's it. So this pet corrector, great little tool to have in your toolbox if you have a problem barker. All right, so this time when I approach, you'll notice that I'm making an effort to make eye contact with each one of the dogs. And the eye contact is very intense. It is literally a dirty look. I'm giving these dogs the stink eye. And what I'm saying to them at this moment is be quiet. Without saying the words, that's what my body language, my energy, my stare, and my intent is. It is saying to them, be quiet. Now, this little black noof that's running back and forth, I have not been able to sort of get and maintain that eye contact with. I haven't been able to send the message. So I'm trying to engage with just her, and I can't get her attention. So you'll notice very soon I am going to startle her by taking the leash and smacking it against the fence. There we go. So I did not hit the dog. It didn't hurt the dog at all. All it did was startle the dog and send a clear message to say, hey, you, I'm talking to you, and I mean stop barking. And you notice that she runs away. So what I have accomplished here without saying anything is to get these dogs to be quiet. I'm still making eye contact. I'm still sending a very clear message that says what you are thinking about doing, what you're about to do. Don't do it. Be quiet. And this may seem simple or a little crazy. I get that. But here's the truth about it, guys. Energy feeds barking. Energy feeds barking. It's as simple as that. So every time that your dog is barking, you need to ask yourself, am I feeding this barking energy, or am I sending a very clear message to my dog that says, stop barking? Because look at what I can accomplish here with no words whatsoever. Not only did the dog stop barking, I actually get them to back up and lie down. And even here where they come back up to the fence, you notice I look right back at them, and what do? They retreat back. They're giving me spatial distance, respect, and they lie down without one word to them. Silence is a very powerful communication tool. Silence is your best friend when dealing with barking. That's it for this week's episode of Pack Talk. I hope you got a lot of really good, useful information about how to solve your problem barking. But the truth is, guys, there's lots of reasons why dogs bark, and sometimes you have to figure out the motivation behind the bark before you can find the right solution. Anyway, I would like to thank this guy right here, Lincoln, for all of his hard work. If I need to get a dog to rile up other dogs and get them barking, this is my go-to guy. So, from my pack to your pack, walk on. Oh, guys, I almost forgot. There is a cheat in the video. I want you to re-watch the video of Lincoln and the News, both of them, before barking and after, how I got them to stop, and tell me what it is that I did that I didn't mention in the voiceover that helped control the barking. If you can figure out what that is, if you're local, you get a free 1-hour consultation here at Beyond Obedience. If you figure it out and you're not local, I'll give you a 1-hour Skype consultation, help you out with your dog. So, go back, rewatch the video, figure out what else I did in that video that helped stop the barking. If you can figure it out, send me a private message. I'll let you know if you're right. All right, that's it. See you next week.